What's going on? It's your man Mix Jesus. MXD. Jesus. I told you I'm about to get goofy on these things. I'm about to get goofy on them. Life is short. Let's get goofy. But before we do that, actually, you know what? No, we're not going to get goofy because this is my man Johnny Depp. This kind of hurts for so many reasons. Before we get into the reaction, like and subscribe. Support your man Mix Jesus. Help me build this channel so I can give you some content. I have not seen this. I've heard some of the things, like the feces in the bed, but we going to react to it as it goes. 15 shocking moments from Johnny Depp's testimony in trial against Amber Heard.
You dipped your finger in paint after suffering an injury.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, that was after after writing on the walls, the blood had kind of dried, as it were, and so I stuck my finger into a can of paint and also, excuse me, mineral spirits to put my verbal messages onto the wall.
You'd agree with me that there was quite a bit of damage.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. That's... What? Man, all I can say is it's some real stuff. You know what? No, we about to run that. We about to run that back. About to run that back.
After suffering an injury. After suffering an injury.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, that was after after writing on the walls, the
Confused. Did he write on the walls in blood? Or was it a mix of the blood and the paint? Yes, that was after writing on the walls. The blood had dried as it were, and so I stuck my finger into a can of paint and
blood had kind of dried, as it were, and so I stuck my finger into a can of paint and also, excuse me, mineral spirits.
Mineral spirits.
To put my verbal messages onto the wall.
I may not thoroughly understand this. And this is sad because this is my man Johnny Depp. He's in my favorite movie, Blow. One of my all-time favorite films. So his hand was cut, then he dipped it in paint and he wrote on the walls. That's some type of crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? This is my guy. This is my guy, man. But that's when you going through some mentally, man. When you in the thick of it, man, a tumultuous relationship. I hope I said that right. But when you in that, man, you can do some crazy stuff.
Agree with me that there was quite a bit of damage to the house in Australia after this incident, correct?
There was quite a bit of damage to the house during the entire incident. Yeah.
And you don't remember the television breaking, do you?
Are they trying to paint him as if he's like a blackout drunk, and he does things without remembering? A violent drunk.
I remember there was I believe there was a coffee cup stuck into the screen or a plate or something like that.
It's you could have also.
Hold on, we 3 in. I mean, they better get to Amber Heard. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, we 3 in. What's the picture they trying to paint with this video, CBS?
Faced a painting by drawing a penis on it.
Hold on, we're gonna have to rewind that one.
It's you could have.
All I heard was defacing a painting by drawing a penis on it. That's when you mentally you just at your wits end. You drawing penises, man. You gone.
Wow. Also, defaced a painting by drawing a penis on it, didn't you?
I've never. I don't know about that. I don't remember drawing a penis on the painting.
Given the state you were in, it's entirely possible.
I'm not trying to laugh because domestic issues, domestic violence. None of that is funny. But just his response, I don't remember drawing a penis. And I think this dude can actually draw. I think, fun fact, I think Johnny Depp can draw. He's an artist, man. Musician, actor, and I want to say he can draw pretty well.
That you did that even if you don't remember it to this day, correct?
Drawing a penis on a painting was not the first thing on my mind. I had messages to write, reminders.
You testified that you wrote on the mirror, and I don't remember exactly what you said, but you essentially said that you wrote things about your past with Miss Heard, or grievances that you had with her, correct?
Reminders, yes.
Oh, not with Billy Bob. Not with Billy Bob. Make me feel good. Not with Billy Bob, man. Man, this is what happens when on some real, I'm trying to keep it light, but this is what happens when two broken people get in a long-term relationship, and somehow the puzzle piece from your upbringing, that toxicity, meshes with the puzzle pieces of your spouse's upbringing, and y'all interlock in this crazy back and forth Bobby Whitney, Ike and Tina type of situation, man.
Some mix of Paint or Blood, starring Billy
Wow.
Bob and Easy Amber.
Wow.
This is a picture of a lampshade that you wrote.
Wow. So I guess he's implying, yeah, he did, but he's implying she got monster balled. She got monster balled, for real.
Put on after you sustained a finger injury on March 8th, 2015, correct?
That's correct.
On this lampshade, which appears to be sitting on the ground, you write some mixture of blood or paint, good luck, and be careful at top.
Even that picture kind of looks like some art, like Johnny Depp is doing some art. They said paint, or did they say blood? I didn't catch it, but yeah, it sounded like he may have been a little jealous, and it's hard for me to even say that because Johnny Depp is my guy. But he may, I said this in the Will Smith and Jada. I don't think people who are in the same line of work can be in I don't think that's a recipe for a long-term relationship. Now, who am I? I'm just mixed Jesus. But I'm just saying it's because it's very seldom that both are at the top. Somebody's going to play the background, and are you okay with playing the background? That's the question.
Yes, correct.
Correct?
Yes. I thought it was good advice.
Oh, come on, Johnny, don't do that, man.
I would rather not hear. By the way, because I'm
Speaking about the alleged physical harm done to her was...
louder. By the way, my family, my friends, everyone around me saw all the bruises and broken.
You know what disturbs me? They were just sitting there recording everything. I don't know. I don't know who dropped the bug in their ear to be like, hey, look, for one, Johnny, protect yourself. Amber, protect yourself. Record like, yo, what type of adrenaline rush, adrenaline dump, what type of relationship? And I'm not saying that I'm judging, but this is not a healthy relationship. This sounds like the type of thing that will take away years off of your life.
Blood vessel under my eye, the bruises on my head, the missing chunks of hair, the split lip, the black eye, the swollen nose, all that because you're strong.
Okay, I hear what she's saying. But obviously somebody's recording it. So, could be a setup. I hear what she's saying, though.
It does not mean because they heard me that I'm somehow more responsible. It just means they heard me because I yell in a fight. You do provoke. I yell. It doesn't mean I'm more responsible or badder.
after receiving.
This seems like it's back and forth. Or so far, it just seems like it's back and forth. I can't just be like one was the more abusive, even though, you know, I was leaning more towards Amber Heard because it's just like how she said she yells in a fight. More towards her being more abusive. It's gotta be tough to be taking pictures as a man of bruises that you may have sustained. You know, and it's always like we all see it. You know, the second, and rightfully so, the second you see a woman getting yelled at or grabbed or whatever, whether it be by her boyfriend or whether it be by some stranger in the street, usually most times, 9 times out of 10, guys are gonna hop in. Actually, that was my last 3 little street scuffles, was helping out a lady who I didn't know at all. All 3 times. But when we see a guy getting beat on, or we hear about, like, how hard would it be for him to be at the bar with his guys, his fellas, and like, yo, man, my lady, hey Johnny, what happened to you? Man, you know, my lady socked me. She socked me in the eye. It's kind of hard, but it's still abuse. Abuse is abuse. I wanted to say we should talk about it more, but, you know, men being abused, I don't think that's going to be the case, though.
Kind of a roundhouse.
He received kind of a roundhouse punch from Miss Heard. So Amber Heard roundhouse his ass. What she got? She got some martial arts training? What she doing?
From Miss Heard, the door was still, it was still pretty well about that much open.
And see, even that, I shouldn't even be laughing at this. It's my social conditioning. I shouldn't even be laughing because honestly, it's not funny. It's just to hear, like, yo, he went to check in on her, make sure she was okay. She hit him.
On my hands and knees to look at her foot to see the injury. She kicked the bathroom door into my head. She kicked the bathroom door into my head, and I was completely taken aback by such a corrosive, horrific move.
I like the way Johnny Depp speaks, man. It's like he's it's almost a little Dave Chappelle-ish in my opinion. Except he's obviously not cracking jokes, but it's like, I'm going to speak and you guys are going to listen, and I'm going to take my sweet ass time.
Were you aware that as of October 25th, 2018, about 2 months before this op-ed was published?
100%. 100%. Let's rewind that. Let's get the... Depp speculated that Disney fired him from Pirates of the Caribbean due to talk about him abuse. Of course. And I get it, because, you know, production is expensive and they got to figure it out and move on. It's just the court of public opinion. It's like, yo, you got to get all the facts. Innocent until proven guilty. You got to get all the facts, man. You can't just cut somebody's livelihood out from under them. Man or woman, you can't just do that.
This op-ed was published, that it was being reported, as it is in this article, that Johnny Depp is out as Jack Sparrow in Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean film franchise as actor battles financial issues and personal dramas. Were you aware of that?
I feel like I got like a black Johnny Depp vibe. You know what I'm saying? We got the ponytail. I just ain't got the rings, though. I ain't got the rings. I'm going to get that little bobby pin earring he got, though. That's pimp. Pimp!
I wasn't aware of that, but it doesn't surprise me given that 2 years had gone by of just constant worldwide talk about me being this wife beater.
Understood, but you.
Yeah, and that's, man, goes back to, and I'm gonna ride for my guys, man. That goes back to Will Smith and Jada. Like, yo, a man can be getting abused. He can be, maybe he don't have bruises, but on some psychological stuff. And what if Johnny was the one being abused? What if he never laid his hands on this woman? And for the last 2 years, 3 years, however many years, he lost money, lost a ton of money, and he was being psychologically abused. And then on top of that, he was being tarnished in the public's eye. And then especially if you built up your reputation, and now something like this happens and they call him a wife beater. That's tough, man. That's tough. I don't know the amount of therapy. That's when you just like, yo, I'm checking out of this, cutting my hair, and I'm flying out and I'm about to be a monk. Because I can't, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure that Disney was trying to cut ties to be safe. The Me Too movement was in full swing at that point.
This morning, I don't think so.
No, that's the thing.
You want to see crazy?
They just recording each other. Oh, I don't understand this. And is this where we at in relationships? Is this where we at in relationships that you just record? Yo, like what type of relationship is that? You shouldn't even be, if you gotta do all of that, you shouldn't even be with the person. For real. And then airing out your dirt. No matter what comes of this, it's gonna look bad on both of them. It's gonna look bad on both of them. Johnny Depp might be labeled a wife beater. Amber Heard might be labeled abusive. You know what I mean? So what was the? I wish they could have came to some type of agreement or some understanding behind closed doors. Everything doesn't need to be aired out. Everything doesn't, man. We need to bring back Mystique. And what sucks about it is Johnny Depp had Mystique. He had Mystique. Will Smith had Mystique.
Oh, you're crazy.
That's a tall glass. That's a tall glass.
You're crazy.
Have you drunk this whole thing this morning?
Oh, you got this. You got this going.
I just started it.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Oh, really?
This is at your house in West Hollywood on Sweetser Avenue, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And that's you in the video, Mr. Depp, right?
Yeah, fool. See,
That's correct, sir.
come on, man. I would have looked at him like that, too. I would have looked like, come on, dude. You know I like wearing cowboy hats. Get out of here.
And you would agree that you were violent in that clip, correct?
Clearly I was having a bad time. I don't know what it was with regard to completely at this point, since I don't know the date, but being illegally recorded by your chosen other is well, it's quite fitting with the rest of the photographs and tape recordings she made. So I thought what was most interesting is that she tried to hide it from me, and then that she laughed and smiled at the end. I thought that was the most interesting part myself. But so yes,
You didn't
I
react.
did assault.
I didn't know this was going to be a 20-minute video. If you still rocking with your boy, thanks. You still rocking with me.
A couple of cabins, but I did not touch Miss Heard.
And
As you can see, I think.
Very important that he states that. Yeah, he might have touched a couple of cabinets, but he didn't touch her.
and you may have been drunk in that video, correct?
There's a possibility of that, yes, sir.
You poured yourself a mega pint of red wine, correct?
I'm going to put that on a shirt. Give me that mega pint.
Correct.
A mega pint.
Yeah.
A mega pint.
I poured myself a large glass of wine.
Right.
I thought it necessary.
Right. Right. Well,
I'm going to be real though. Alcohol is not going to help, man. Alcohol is not going to help. go for a walk, but there's only so many miles you can walk before you just need to leave her alone.
Not saying there is, but you were asking for more cocaine and you were asking for more ecstasy, correct?
I wasn't asking for more ecstasy. I was asking for ecstasy because that was what I was requested by Miss Heard.
And
Oh, Amber Heard like the ecstasy, huh? It's Hollywood, man. They all do some type. You know what? I'm not gonna say they all, because I'm sure there's a lot of sober artists in LA. But a good portion. When I first moved out here, man, I think I was outside of No Bar, which is in North Hollywood. Get out the car. My first time going to the bar. I'm like, oh, I'm about to go shoot some pool. Boom, boom, boom. Some white dude gets out of his car. He's like, yo, my man, you know I can get some fucking coke? Like, nah. And I just kind of looked at him. Like, nobody had ever approached me about drugs. And I'm like, why the black dude got to sell drugs? Do I look like a drug dealer? And at the time, super clean. None of this. I looked like I was 12. He's like, oh, there's a black guy. Ask him if he's got drugs. So he asked me. I was like, no. He's like, no, it's not for me, man. It's my girlfriend. She loves it. And I just kept on pushing, man.
one of your good
Some fools will hit you in the mouth for even suggesting that.
friends that you've taken drugs with before is Marilyn Manson, right?
I'm sure Marilyn Manson is like, how did my name get brought up?
Yes, we've taken, we've drank together. We've had cocaine together maybe a couple of times.
Pills, right? With Marilyn Manson?
I once gave Marilyn Manson a pill so that he would stop talking so much.
And then all of you flew back to Los Angeles. Absolutely. And the night before that you were due to meet up to take this plane flight, you and Miss Heard had a heated discussion on the phone about scenes that she was doing in a movie with James Franco, right?
I don't recall what the argument was about. There are many to.
Let's go to page 290. If you go to the second paragraph, or the fourth line down, you write to Mr. Bettany, missing you and yours, and await our dangle on the island. You may have to drink for me. I, of course, pounded and displayed ugly colors to Amber on a recent journey. I am an insane person, and not so fair-headed after too much of the drink. Weed, pills, fine. Booze, my capacity is too large, and I won't stop. Ugly and sad, oh, how I love it.
This guy is a poet. Poet, man.
Did I read that right?
You did.
She wants to talk to me. She doesn't know what to do. Loves you, but doesn't know always what to do. She's worried about it all. And you write to her, it was not pleasant today. I wasn't aware she had another photo shoot tomorrow. That's really why she left. I don't need actress and her ambition.
Okay, now we getting. Of course, they was gonna say.
News that was as absurd and grotesque and cruel.
Yeah, they was gonna save the fecal matter for last. It makes sense.
Shown a picture of what the problem was. It was a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed, was human fecal matter. I might have used that word, certainly.
Right, and in 2012,
I'm gonna cut it, man. It's already been 25 minutes. Human fecal matter, man. I wonder how are people going to like how are people gonna rock with them after this, man. I don't know these people. Yes, I am a fan of Johnny Depp, and I do understand that a lot of times men go through stuff as well. We usually won't talk about it till it gets to that breaking point. And it sounds like both of them didn't know how to be in a healthy relationship. Yeah, that's my final thoughts on that matter. Yeah, if you like this, you like what you heard about, my take on the Amber Heard trial. These are just the 15 shocking moments from a very long televised trial. I'll probably leave the link to a couple other videos up here.